I'm home from the mail. I'm really backed up on mail stuff. Also, I opened some other packages, but I have the video on other stuff. Thanks to the guy that sent the brass shotgun shells and the duck decoy cup. I'm going to do a video. The video didn't turn out real good, so I'm going to have to get this stuff out and do another one. It got kind of corrupted, so thank you, man. If you're watching this, the guy that sent the brass shotgun shells, the 3 and the note and the duck decoy mug, just post in the comments. I'd like to thank you, man, and get your address just to make sure I have the right box with the right stuff. I got a lot of packages that day and it got kind of screwed up, but we will start here with this one. Let me find the letter. Check out this really cool White Lightning jug. It says Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. White Lightning. That's really cool. I love it. And check this out. It's like an owl salt and pepper shaker. It's really cool. I would love it if I found that. And this is from, and this person also sent me 2 $5 bills in support of my channel, because I really didn't mess with the Patreon stuff. I don't have enough time to do YouTube plus this and dig all this stuff. Usually when I get home from digging, I'm so exhausted that I can't even like eat. I drink something and eat a quick sandwich and pass out. But it says, "Hi Rock, hope you enjoy these. Love your channel always. Look forward to watching and love Squirrel Man." Yeah, I love Squirrel Man too. And this is from Debbie Wolf. Let me see where you're from. I think I have an idea here. Lucasville, Ohio. So I really appreciate it, Debbie. I'm kind of behind this week. I will try to get you a letter out in the mail with something in it as soon as I can, but I'm way behind, so it might be a little bit. But keep in contact with me on my page. I really appreciate it. And the $10, I can really use it, believe me, for gas. This box here is from Andy Sparks. Andy, I talked to you a lot on the comments. You're a good dude. He also digs in dumps, and he also looks for Indian artifacts. He sent me a box of bottles he dug, and man, I like this one. I've never seen this before. Really nice condition. I like it, man. I really like that. And a real cool milk. It says Round Hill Farm, Mount Vernon, Ohio. There's a difference in milk, and there's some shotgun shells in there. And I like this. It says Coshocton, Ohio, and just because of the artifacts there and stuff, I just like seeing that name. Coshocton County, Ohio. It's ground zero for greatness if you're looking for artifacts. All the beautiful blue and black Coshocton Flint. Here's another late 60s, probably 7-Up. Thanks for sending me this, man, because I have a root beer one and a Pepsi one, and I don't have this one. You know, it's not particularly old, but I like these. These are kind of cool. Andy also sent, let's see, this box as well. And your box is going out today, buddy. I will send you a tracking number. I think he sent that first box like a month ago, and I'm just now today, the day that I'm putting on this video, getting both of them. So he sent me this whole real cool box. Look at all these flake knives and stuff. It just looks like stuff, just tons of stuff. Look at all these. You know, these are all solid finds. Look at these bladelets out of Coshocton Flint. They're just awesome. Maybe I'll show you them more laid out. I'll take some pictures of them, I will, and put them towards the end of the video. But these are all big preforms. That's Flint Ridge. Yeah, you know, I've looked fields up in this area. That looks like hornstone to me right there, with the outside cortex of the nodule. This is in the center of like limestone nodules. It's either Kentucky or Indiana, for sure. That's what that is. Looks like Nelly chert there. You can see it. That's a pretty cool blade. I'd be happy if I found that. Lots of little flake knives and some cool material here. Look at that stuff. Wow. See, there's lots of preforms, cool big ones. You get up around these flint sources like this, and most of the preforms are big. Find huge choppers, and see, these are all cool. It's pretty cool there. Man, I'll go through these, and my dad's pretty excited to look through that stuff. He's sitting over there behind me. He's probably drooling, waiting to look through this stuff. So let him look at this. Now we're going over to, I'm going to try to keep all this stuff together better too, and do these videos right when I get the stuff. Let me see here. Okay. We got two. This box was in this big box here. Wait till you see the stuff these people sent me. Okay. Christopher, cannot begin to tell you how enjoyable your videos are. Really appreciate the insights and hunting tips you share for artifacts and dumps. Really appreciate that you don't sight dig, and I would put some information on here about how I approach artifact hunting in terms of the laws of the West Virginia DNR, where I'm in contact with these people on a regular basis. I know what the laws are, so you need to listen to me on this. I just talked to him like, I don't know, within the last 48 hours because I was going to do a video on it. I've collected and sold antiques of all kinds for over 60 years, furniture, smalls, actual antique printos, not the crapola that eBay and most shops call primitive, and I understand exactly what you mean, man. 90% of the Arrowheads on eBay are fake, even in pre-1600 artifacts. 90% plus. The ones with the COA, some of those are the worst. Okay, started eBay in 96. Yeah, the bean count, I know what you mean there, on deals and people undercutting and returning. I understand, Mike and Patty. Well, Mike and Patty, I really appreciate getting the gloves I can always use. My buddy I went with yesterday digging. You'll see some clips in this video after all this of what we found. We only went for about an hour, but he's up there digging now, and I had to do all this stuff. But I got nice caps for my bottles. I can use these two right now. They're gonna look good on some of my stuff. Got a couple bags of corks for bottles, which will come in completely handy. More old caps, and some of them are old ones that are just nice. But this, look what else they sent me. It was in this brown bag, and I thought, wonder what that is. I thought it was a square milk, and I'm telling you, fakes. Mike and Patty, I don't even know what to say. This is just about the most awesome thing I've ever seen. It's got a light brown yellow tint to it. It's got the original cap on it. Look at the measurements on this, 56 ounces. And it's an embalming fluid. Man, I love it, guys. It really made my week. That's just awesome. And on the way back from the mail, stopped a bunch of places and had some stuff in the car to trade, and ended up having to trade some stuff and give $10 for this. But this is just amazing. $10 plus stuff I dug for free. It says Buffalo Lithia, L-I-T-H-I-A water, and it's got an embossed like woman on it, sitting on like a little day bed there. It says Nature's Materia Medica. It's got some water staining on the inside, but it's just flawless. There's bubbles in the glass, and man, look at that. Look at that. That's a nice trash to treasure deal. Okay, let's see here. See if I got everything. Yeah, that's Andy Sparks. That's that stuff. And Andy, your package is going out. I will email you a tracking number here as soon as I get back to the house. And okay, here's trash to treasure stuff too. Let me just get these out real quick. I got lots more of these. Yeah, I guess that. Well, just let me stop this and start it back up when I get these open and ready, because this is hard to do with one hand. I'll be back in a second. Later. Alright, here we go. These are J-Bows and DAS. These are newer marbles. I think they're made by like a Dave McCullough guy. I think he's making them someplace in West Virginia, but I'm not positive on that. But these marbles are beautiful. Look at these. Just look at the color on these things. They're just absolutely awesome. And there you can see the rest, and you can see DAS Memorial Day 2018. But these ones are J-Bows. J-Bow Foxfire Run 2. And look at just how beautiful these marbles are. Some of them have adventurine in them here. Look at that. These are trash to treasure too. I traded some bottles and took the money and bought some marbles. Just stuff that I didn't have. See, this one has adventurine flakes all in it, metal flakes that are green. That one's real nice. This is like a Lutz. It has gold flake and all kinds of metal flake in it. You can see it there in the surface on that. Here's a Harvest Moon J-Bow. So there's those, and I think that's everything today. you know, I added a couple nice new big bottles to my collection. Got that one trading, and man, I can't thank you guys enough. I thank Mike and Patty in the letter, and thanks for the gloves too. Wow. And Debbie Wolf and Andy, really appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoys. Man, because wow, I just can't even believe these 2 bottles I got today. That's awesome. Well, anyway, later, folks. Alright, I'm driving up the river. I'm north of Marietta, Ohio, going up a state route. Runs along the river. Right there's a Wayne National Forest boat ramp. The reason why I'm doing this video is just a lot of people ask me about what they can and cannot do on the river. So I knew already, but I called a couple DNR officers, one in around Moundsville, West Virginia, which is in the northern panhandle of West Virginia, and it's towards Wheeling. And I called a place in Charleston, West Virginia, and I called the places in West Virginia because West Virginia owns the river. So the Arrowhead DnR always refers to them with concerns about this. Both DNR officers told me it's legal to walk anywhere in the water and like melt detect and do whatever you want, fish, arrowhead hunt, anywhere along the river, and regardless if it's private property, regardless if it's posted or not, you just have that right as an angler or to use the river if you pay for a boat. That's just how it's handled. Also, if you have permission from the landowner, you can sift all you want. A lot of people on here will complain and say, oh, you're illegally digging artifacts. Well, you're not. If you have permission from the landowner, you can go on the beach and sift and do whatever you want. As for metal detecting, you can sift in the water, and if you know anything about metal detecting, all the stuff slides down the bank and lays in the trough about a foot or 2 off the edge of the water. That's where it settles on the hard packed clay. So you can just go to town metal detecting anywhere you want. The only problem you'll run into with the metal detecting is if you want to access the river, you'll have to access it with a boat. If the people don't want you walking through their property, you know, you can't do that. You got to be respectful. And don't throw your trash down either. Take it with you. And if you see trash laying down, pick it up. It's just a good philosophy to use. But that should explain a lot of questions. There are places on the river that you want to stay out of. Wayne National Forest, like that boat ramp back here, right back here that I showed, that's all Wayne National Forest, and you can't dig for artifacts on that without a written permit. Even a bottle that's 100 years old, if you get caught, you're in trouble. But you can get permits for certain things, but for me, it's not even worth the hassle going through all that. There's plenty of places to look. A legitimate estimate for the number of sites I could visit is probably close to 1,000. And some of them are 5 yards long, and some of them are miles long. The river's loaded. The creeks running into the river are loaded. You just got to spend the time looking for this stuff. You also want to stay off the islands in the river. All islands in the river, it's illegal to pick up any kind of ancient artifact. Even if it's a bottle 100 years old, you're in trouble if you take it off the island, unless you have a written permit. You can get gold mining permits and stuff, but there's gold on the Ohio. I can show you how to find it, but it's just tiny specks. You'll see in my videos a lot, there'll be black sand laying on the beach. There's flakes of gold in it, but it's not even worth the time and effort. It's so small of amount that it's not even worth going through the effort for. But you can do it if you want some flakes of gold. I don't think you even need a permit to surface mine, like scrape a gravel bar on the river with a small shovel and a gold pan. That's your right as a public river, a public waterway. You have the right to do that. It's a hobby, the same as metal detecting and arrowhead hunting. The arrowhead hunting is a little bit more of a gray area in some places like the islands, and you can't do that. And my best advice to you is, unless you're fishing or hunting, duck hunting or something like that legally with a license, just stay off the federal land. It's just not worth the hassle going through the permits and all that. And, you know, the federal land, I know Wayne National Forest owns some property along the river. The another portion of the government, another department owns other land. And some of the places have archaeological sites on them, and they're just off limits. You just go to jail if you dig on artifact layer on federal fed land, unless they give you permission. Permission's the way you want to go if you're walking across somebody's land. So that should help you guys. Nice look at everything. There's a series of lakes back in there in the gravel company. I found arrowheads back in there before, but it's tough going. But anyway, folks, I'll get back on my next hunt. I've been out all morning. I just had to go down and get my mail. I've been staying at my other house away from Marietta for a while. I have houses on the river. I just switch them up, get to different areas. Later, folks.